Andrew is sweet and loyal and a dang good bass.
Andrew is one of the smartest people I've ever met.
Andrew is a super cool dude. He gets along with everybody. We all love him.
Andrew is like one of the most soft-hearted people ever. You know, he's like that quiet bass person, and you're like, he's a nice guy. I'm gonna be his friend.
Like, he always knows his stuff, and like if things are wrong, he's not afraid to point them out, and like will work with everyone to fix it, like no matter what. And there are moments in the song where it's just like him and the soloist, and I think like he needs to be recognized more for that, and like because he's always on like all the time, and he's so passionate about what he does, and I really admire that.
One of the hardest working people I've ever seen in my life. Not only majoring in engineering, but has also dedicated himself to this craft of being a bass, and also taking in what comes with that of never really being in the spotlight and being selfless like that. But he has just studied famous basses and just working on his own voice. And I can confidently say that Andrew is one of the best basses in the entire country. I've seen tons, and he's right there in the top. I take him over almost anyone.
Jonathan's quiet, but whenever he speaks, people listen, and he always has something important to say when he does speak.
Jonathan's a really great guy. He's a very good baritone. You know, I always hear him like off in the corner practicing by himself, trying to like make himself perfect, which he always is.
Jonathan is a queen. Jonathan is funny. And just fabulous. Just that's my evil twin.
Very attractive man. 10 out of 10. Love Jonathan. An inspiration for me for nursing.
Jonathan is my sugar daddy. He is just like so sweet and kind-hearted, and like he's also so hilarious at the same time.
For Jonathan is one of the most grounded and lovable people I've ever met. There's been days when I just sort of want to like knock my head through a wall because of something that's been going on either in rehearsal or out. And whenever I look over to Jonathan, he's always like got a smile on his face or some sassy like pose, like, "What are you doing, boo boo?" Like, he always is there to make me laugh, and I love him so much. He's so great.
Marissa is awesome. She is a genuine just character, and she continues to amaze me. I'm just not worthy of Marissa. I don't think anybody is. Marissa's the queen.
Invented the top bun.
Is probably the life of the group. I think whenever we're down, she's the person that will kind of bring us out of a rut.
Marissa, one of the most charismatic people I've ever met. People just gravitate towards her because of her just insanely funny sense of humor, but as well as just her like huge heart.
Tank.
In the morning on Thursdays, I'd go to Starbucks and she'd have a coffee and we just sort of talk for about 2 hours until I had class, and those are some of the best memories I have with her.
The last year, you've been a great friend, and I'm just so proud of you. I know you're gonna do big things.
Oh my god, where do I even begin? Since my freshman year, she has just been like my sister in the group, and I have loved it. She's so much fun, and she's so like sick. She's so talented. She's gonna be on Broadway someday.
Stephanie, in my opinion, Stephanie is like the perfect a cappella person. She's so passionate and really, to me, like cares about like the three most important things. Cares about making great music, making great memories, and making great friends.
Okay, hi, it's me, your roommate. I love you. You're so wonderful. I'm so glad that this group brought us together. And I am so excited to see what you do in the world. And we're gonna go sing your song now. So I'm just gonna go.
Brian is probably the most genuine, kindest, best people I've ever met. I'm super lucky to be able to call him one of my best friends.
Soul, perfection, fierce.
Oh, Brian is my big brother bear.
He is just so kind and genuine and sweet and so incredibly talented, but so humble.
Hey Brian, it's me, Erin, if you didn't know already. This is so weird. I can't believe I am talking to you about your senior song right now, about the fact that you're a senior. You're amazing, you're incredibly talented, you're one of my best friends, you're so kind to everyone you ever encounter. I only wish you the best, and you know, remember us when you're famous.
Brian is one of the most supportive people I know. He's really helped me explore what I can become.
Brian Baylor is the most annoyingly selfless person I've ever met. He's the person who probably deserves most credit for most things, but is always the person who's more than willing to share the credit or to pass it along to others. His heart is bigger than the state of Michigan.
Hey Gold Vibrations, it's Ben. I just wanted to let you know how much I love and appreciate all of you, especially the seniors. This is your last year in the group, last show, and I'm gonna miss all of you, especially if I don't see you next year. But that being said, you should come to every quarterfinal and every semifinal so we can see each other and hang out again. So I guess break a leg.